A very pleasant Thursday morning to you. Welcome once again to Untengle on the Bridge 99 FM. So it's now time for us to take a trip over there to Ocheria, St. Anne, and have a talk with Levor. Good morning, Levor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lisa.
How are you?
Okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. So hopefully by the time we finish this conversation, you'll be great. All right? So where are you as we speak? Where in Ocherus are you here now?
I'm in the market.
You're where?
In the
In the
market.
market, on the market. That's the Ocherus market.
Yeah, food market.
Oh, okay, wonderful. So just want to bless up all the people around you and all those vendors in the market. Also, Ocherius Market, bless up yourself. And for those vending, also bless up on yourself. So tell us a little bit about Levor. I know that originally you didn't necessarily want to be a shoemaker. What were your thoughts or what were your dreams originally before you became a shoemaker?
Um, at high school, usually do accounting and business. Yeah, I always like the business. As I say, from high school, I do this. Even in my SDA, then I use that for SDA.
So you always loved accounting and business.
Yeah,
And which high school was that?
Marcus. Marcus Technical High
Oh,
School.
Marcus Garvey Technical High. Okay, fine, wonderful. So what led you to become a shoemaker?
Um, Meanwhile, I got school. I have two options. Um, I do football. I'm say what I do at summer, so I have to make a try.
Okay.
Yeah, so me go on up this summer instead of playing football.
Okay. It says here that you changed at age 16. You changed your goals at age 16 when you got a summer job working for a well-known shoemaker in Pineapple. Is that right?
Yeah.
Who is this well-known shoemaker that you work for in Pineapple?
Them call him Shui,
Oh, Shui.
but
Uh-huh.
in business name is Smith Leathercraft.
Okay, so you got a holiday job and you worked with Shui and he taught you, it was he who taught you shoemaking.
Yeah.
So what was it about shoemaking that made you stick to it and not bother with what you had previously wanted to do?
Um, I just love it, and it bring, it show me emotion, pain, and love.
You kind
So
of
me
break,
can,
yeah. Say that again. You're breaking up. Say it again.
yeah, I can express myself.
No, go ahead.
Can express myself
Yes, man.
by doing shoemaking.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you loved shoemaking and you started making what? Because you started making slippers first, or sandals, or shoes. How that went?
Um, Standard, only standard.
Okay, all right. What was it? The creativity that got you staying there? You know, are you a creative soul, and did you get a chance to express your creativity while making those sandals?
Yeah, get a chance to express myself.
You got a chance to express yourself. Okay, I'm just hearing you now. Those sandals look really very nice. So, what kind of sandals you make? Before we even, oh, that's beautiful. What kind of material you use to make these sandals?
I use, for the uppers, I use leather,
Mm-hmm.
I use leather.
Okay.
For the bottom, I use plastic and rubber.
Okay, all right. The sandals that we're seeing on the monitor, they're absolutely beautiful. So, are you? How popular are you? Do people know about these sandals and them know to come at the Ocherous Market and buy these sandals?
Yeah, man, them show me a lot of things, and people always show me love. As
Wow.
I use my it, and people always support me. Because I always show them respect here, man. A lot of
Nice.
people coming, man, from overseas also.
Right. Because where you are, you get a chance to interface with the international community. So do the visitors get a chance to see your sandals and bite in probably their dollars?
Yeah, because we have them at the shop and display.
Okay, nice. I live in and around that area, but to be honest with you, Levar, it's the first I seen these sandals. So I have to go take a little trip around by the market and view the ones that you have. They look really very nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Which is your fastest selling one? Which one goes very quickly?
Um, all of them. Them no bother.
All of them?
Yeah.
You don't have no special one where you have to always make over and over and over.
Yeah, may have a special one, but all of them I make over and over because people come and them not gonna take one style. They gonna
Right.
take another style. Jamaicans and like pirate stuff. You know?
Yes, that's so very true. So, all right. So, is Willie's Simple Wear is the name of your business?
Yeah.
Do you make shoes or is it just sandals?
Just standard like
Okay, all right, wonderful. So, have you got a chance to employ others around you? I'm sure, just like how you were employed by Shui and you made a career out of it, have you got a chance to share that with others in the community?
yeah man. I always been I try to employ
Mm-hmm.
young my own. Even before me have a shop long time but I always try to show you the right try to motivate you.
Wow, I'm loving that one. I think it's a silver across the foot and by the toe is like a black and white push toe thing. Really very nice. All of them very. Oh, and that pink one is that pink? It's like a light pink one. Is that what I'm looking at? A push toe one. You have any in pink, light pink?
Yeah, may have like things material after but now everything ready but I can't get it ready.
Right, nice. So can we come and look at what you have and then order our own style? Can I say to you, say, Levar, what I want something in a light pink, but I want it that style.
Yeah man.
And how long it takes for you to make it and make me have it, or make your clients have it.
Right now in the order today I can get it like about Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so just a few days. Now, let's call it a week, in a space of a week.
Yeah, it depends.
And how your prices compare with others who sell sandals.
I always try to make my own price because you still know I really appreciate people. I mean, I always want a customer. I have a customer at my foot here. So I mean, I really appreciate them.
Right, good.
So if a customer come and want a discount, I will give them.
Right. And you sell them in Jamaican dollars, right?
Yeah.
All right, nice. So what kind of feedback you get from those who buy it? When I say feedback, is one thing to look at it here now and say it is absolutely beautiful because it is. But how long do they last? How long the material lasts? Because, that is another thing we have to think about.
Them last thing, man. I just owe you take care of them.
Okay. But remember,
Because if you wear it and actually every day it go my shop.
we're walking out, friend. So
Them last.
yeah. You see the ones that I'm looking at, to be honest with you, I know that kind of material and I know that that kind of material actually lasts. And you're going to get a visit from me. And hopefully I can influence others to come and check you. So how the community deal with it? Them support you?
Yeah, man. As I said before, I get a lot of support from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always in the street, really.
When you say always in the street, you mean you actually carry it on the road to and sell it?
Yeah, I normally get to Market Street back in the years. Self on a table. Right behind Mother's Head.
Okay. So if you're a fairly young man, to those listening to you now and looking at you on our monitor, our Bridge 99 FM monitor, what would you say to a young person who wants to do shoemaking? Is it a lucrative business? Can they actually live comfortably on that business?
A nice shirt on first. I even use them run right now. Them love it.
Mm-hmm.
They did always talk and do it. Like, it's nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can take care of family. You can take care of yourself. Yeah, man. I
Right.
just stay focused.
Nice. I
And
love that. Another thing that I read that you said was that while it's one thing to make sandals, but while you're actually making the sandals, you described it as therapeutic. Tell us what you mean when you say that.
um, me meditate.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I may use it as something that can try to get me focused. Um, Normally, when I get the shop, I'm more focused than when I other places.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, and
Yeah.
sometimes we stress and we got the shop and the start make us slippers and we keep me going towards the end.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. And creativity tends to do that, you know. And for those listening, especially for the young people listening, you heard what Levor said. He says that when he starts making the sandals, immediately he starts to meditate. And if there's anything on his mind that's negative, it takes it off of your mind. So you get a chance to just free up yourself while you're making the sandals, right?
Yeah.
All right. My last question to you now. How you come up with the ideas? How you decide, say, I'm going to make a pink one with a rose, them kind. How you decide that?
Um, and I really me decide, just the people them work with. Them come and then say they want to style and this style and we make it for them and take the picture. So everybody come with their different type of styles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Yeah,
And
so
that,
sometimes I don't buy the style. First time I give my people to them.
I hear you. I hear you. And that way you don't duplicate the same thing too often.
Yeah,
Yeah, because just like you said before, we kind of not like too much of the same old,
yeah.
uniform. So you don't know or there's something they go. Is there anything you want to say before we leave, though?
Um, yeah, him said thanks to the allies and appreciate it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and big up him, young youth them. Big up my family, big up pineapple, orchard market. Yeah, and what orchard.
All right. Enough respect. And I'm sure that this interview will perhaps make even more people come into the market and check out your slippers. And anything, any other plans? Any plans to for the future?
I always have plans, but to try to take it one day at a time
Mm-hmm.
because not before the time.
Same, sir. I love that. All right, Levar, very nice talking to you, and we hope that Willie's Simple Wear will grow from strength to strength, and more people will come and support the business, especially people within the community, and because of where you are, the international market also. So bless up yourself.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, beautiful. So that's Levor Willie Bryan, and he's a shoemaker. And you heard him say he's actually in the Ocherius market. And you saw pictures of his sandals. He really does pretty good work. So we're going to go to the Ocherius market and we're going to ask for Levor. And we're going to actually look at those sandals. And you heard him say that the customers say that them last long. And I will see what it is that he has, probably take a few pictures, probably show you a little more, and see where it goes from there. So once again, thank you very much, Levor Willie Bryan, for being with us on the Bridge 99 FM. Good afternoon, Beauregard.
Good afternoon, Mama Kelly. How are you today?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a little bit dreary on the outside. The rain is on and off today, about 40-something degrees, but they're saying the rain is going to get more steady and heavier later on. So I'm just enjoying the moment right now.
Okay. Love rain.
Yeah,
we had rain coming in from country, driving straight into Kingston. It's a little overcast in Kingston. So it seems as though it's raining all over the world.
Seems that way. I have some sad news to report to you this morning.
What?
This afternoon, former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright she died at the age of 84. She was the first woman to hold that position. You know, so we say condolences to the family and, you know, to Americans here in the United States who, you know, looked up to her.
Yes, condolences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say also after a rough day of grilling questions, today is the last day of confirmation hearings for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who is looking to become the first black female Supreme Court Justice. So it looks very good for her so far, and hopefully everything goes through well.
Okay. All right. This side, I have been, from morning, these guys been looking at a video. Of course, you know, I'm busy working, but I noticed them looking at this video. No, they're busy working too. Oh, so this is the video that they've been and this is supposed to be a taxi man. That's the one in dreadlocks is the taxi driver, and the one with the blonde looking hair is the passenger. And I am being told that they're fighting over 50 cents, not 50 US cent. You know.
50 what?
50 our cent. Our, oh, $50. Well, $50. $50. 50 our dollar.
It frightened me.
No, before.
But still.
$50 our dollar. $50 our dollar. $50 our dollar.
Yeah.
$50 our dollar. and watch the big fight I go on, you know. Over $50 dollar.
Big fight I go on.
So how this, you know, what I'm curious to know, how this actually.
Man, them in the middle of the street.
No, can you imagine?
Rolling up.
Yeah, man.
And suppose car pass and lick down the two of them right there.
The business, the $50 will take care of all of that. You know, see it. But you know, yeah, man. So you know something though. You know, let me say, who come from Venus and who come from Mars? And we come from Venus and I only come from Mars because I say, trust me when I tell you. You see, anyhow you see two women in the street, a fight, so. Remember me tell you some man them a fight over. No, trust me. No, not money, not $50. Man them a fight over. And I can bet you any money. Them man them a fight over no woman in the street I go on so. Remember me tell you see when man fight over.
They say just to, if you see two women act them way then a man them a fight over.
Man them a fight over, yes man.
Wife you mate the situation.
Take it to the street. Take it. Watch them you know. No, watch them you know now. A fight over $50. But you know, I'm curious to know how it ends. Vaughn, tell me how it ends now. It not no end. Oh, it's just it.
It not no end because it just look like them keep on fighting.
They call this developing story. Now what you know now, then the blonde hold on for the dread and the dread hold on for the blonde neck. You understand me?
Dread have him in a chokehold.
Yeah, man, the dread have him, man. If you know, if it's a thing where it's a boxing and we watch a fight, me da give it to the dread. Me da give the dread.
Yeah.
Me
dread win the round. That's it win the round.
But then Beauregard, we don't see the next round, and that me try want to know how the fight ya end because
maybe I just a one round. God, them couldn't go 2 rounds for $50.
They will go for 2 rounds.
They would have to add more money to it.
Yeah.
You have to add more money for your next round.
Money pull up. Okay, can I tell you something? No, this is not funny, you know. But you see when the two women, more drama with that night one that's it because you know say X amount of clothes with that tear off.
Yeah,
you know, you just see one in that. People still wear slip, woman now wear slip again. But if the woman they will still wear slip, you just see a one slip. And then the rest, you know, you don't know the rest already. But hey, man fight boring, you know. Oh, what a boring fight. Anyway.
No, man, no man fight are the best fight.
The best. No, we're not. No, you know, Beauregard, we're not promoting.
No, we don't encourage it. But from what we have seen.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. From what we have seen from childhood days to now, may I tell you, X amount of thing with that tear off long time. Yeah,
but you have heard the saying, Mama Kelly, you have heard the saying where them say any man who finds a wife has found happiness, right?
Has found a treasure, absolutely. But that's true. And
well, I want to tell you, breaking news.
What?
Breaking news, Mama Kelly.
What?
The man who said that, he apologized.
Is it? No, hey, Beauregard. No, cut out.
I want to apologize.
No, I am instructing my producers to cut off the link with me.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I don't like you. When
I don't know if I'm with him and the wife. Something go wrong with him and the wife, Mama Kelly. We might apologize publicly.
Look here. That is actually taken from the Bible. I'm sure it's taken from the Bible. He who finds a wife has found treasure. Well, you see, if it never taken from the Bible, I would have said, hey, he who find a husband find treasure. And I apologize. I too apologize. No, what a piece of rudeness,
man. Oh, man.
Let me tell you something I noticed with your boring God. You have a different laugh with the arms house, you know. You see when you post one of them arms house there, your laugh come from down on your belly bottom, you know, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. You know, I want to big up Will Smith, Mama Kelly. Somebody was made us laugh over the years because he seems to be the front runner for the best actor for his portrayal of Venus and Serena Williams' father in the movie King Richard. So,
nice.
Yeah, we are cheer for him. Hopefully, him get that
definitely.
award. You know. Yeah, man.
Oh my God. So you know that we have the Queen herself, Nadine, and she's coming up in a few. At approximately 20 minutes after. I know you were informed, right?
Yes, I was told.
All right.
I'm ready and looking forward to it, definitely.
Okay, wonderful. So in approximately 5 minutes' time, we will have, something, can I be honest with you? I never really planned no holy story that come. I look forward to this video, me think I sitting. As I said, trust me. No.
Yeah.
God, that is mercy.
But on another serious note, Mama, something I came across over on social media where I saw something. And it says to watch your kids around kids because some kids are exposed to way more than others.
Yeah.
And, I find that to be a very true statement and something that we don't talk about a lot, because it is true that some kids are definitely exposed to way more than others. In some kids are exposed to books that are teaching them things that, they're not supposed to be seen at the age that they are. One such book that came through my WhatsApp that they were circulating and showing. I'm not going to give the name of it, but it was basically a book teaching kids about how to be homosexual. And for every letter it was an ABC book, and for every letter it had something to do with homosexuality. Like D is for drag, and B is for bi, T is for trans. Things of that nature. So I'm saying, why can't they just allow the kids to be kids and to grow up into their own? Why start from such an early age trying to point them in a certain direction?
Well, something though, Beauregard, it seems to me that there is an agenda. And that there is an agenda more so now than it was before, because children have always been different and have always expressed themselves in their own ways. However, it seems to me that there is now an agenda to channel the children to express themselves this way. And then not only just that you're going to express yourself this way, but society is going to applaud you. And we are on your side if you just express yourself this way. And I'm wondering, why? What is this all about? Well, I kind of know what it is all about, but something else too. You see, there is that you just mentioned, and there is that in a big time, and there's that in the curriculum too, because when you're looking at the books that our children are coming home with now, you realize that it is now institutionalized. It is now in the curriculum. So
it's in the cartoons, it's in every movie. You can't watch a family movie without seeing some sign of certain things, right in your face.
Absolutely. Disney is not what we knew Disney to be anymore. I mean, Disney making all kind of statements now and trying to be politically correct. I don't even know what that means anymore. But it seems clear to me that them directing the children in a particular way. And the unfortunate thing is that for those children who, remember we're talking about it on Tuesday, for those children who don't have clear parental guidance, it is working because they're doing everything to make it attractive for these children.
Right.
Sad.
I said just let the kids be kids. Let them grow into their own. That's it.
That's it. But you know, there's another part to what you just said. And it's just from
Yes.
ever since though, as you said, children are exposed at different levels. And I remember growing my
Right.
children, and those were the days of, I don't know if them still have blue movies, but those were the days of blue movies. And, you know,
Right.
one child will go to somebody else's home, and that particular child, that child's parents not keen about how them lock up those movies, and therefore the children around them have access to those movies. And there's just something about children and them curiosity, you know. Somehow if them ever catch on to one of those, the average child now go say no, 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 we're not going to watch. The average
Right.
child is going to watch.
And you know, growing up, I can remember growing up, Mama Kelly. If I was watching TV and or a movie and certain scenes came on the TV, if it was too much, you would find, say, your mother would say, go come out of the room, or something like that. You know, until that scene was over or whatever. Or even me personally, I would, you know, look away from the TV when at certain age.
Yes.
You know, look away from the TV when out of respect for my parents. You
Yep.
know, instead of get up and come, I just do what to do. You know, until you know you get older and you get exposed to certain things where you can deal with certain things.
You know something, and you know
But-
those certain
yeah.
things. I agree with you so much. I remember watching movies, even certain movies that we'd call love movies, and it was
Right.
just so uncomfortable watching it with our parents. They were as
Exactly.
uncomfortable as we were, especially when the kissings, just kissing, you know, just kissing, worse French kissing, like ooh. No, nowadays, if that's all there is, you're good.
Right.
You know,
It's
for
crazy.
real.
And that goes the same with like profanity. You know, I would never dare listen to something with profanity around my parents. You know, nowadays, I don't even know what to say. Everything that you can think of, the profanity is there. You know?
Fine, I say mother with a dry, go to bed. But you know, even simple words, you know, we were talking about this. We're always talking about these things, you know, childhood memories, and blow wow. You think I could have mad and go say blow wow,
Yeah, man.
blow wow
Yeah.
in front of you?
Yeah, man.
You cussing bad word. Blow
Yeah,
wow.
man.
You understand, boy? You understand? See it with yourself. No, it's true. Simple as that.
And there's another word that we say in Jamaica. It begins with F. I don't know if I can say it on the radio.
No!
F-R.
Oh.
F-R.
No.
I don't know if you can. I'm not going to say it, but if you understand what I'm saying, that word, I could never ever use that. You get a box to say that around here.
You mean IG?
Yeah. You know the rest of it. You know the rest of
Oh,
it,
you mean
mama.
you know the rest of it?
Them word there,
What?
it's a box to get across your face,
No,
man.
that-
Yeah,
look-
man.
look here.
My mother, she don't play them
What?
game, no, man.
Yeah, but Beauregard, a proper bad word that the one. What the FR one? No, me think
Yeah,
of the other
man,
one
yeah,
in the
man.
talk. That's why me ball
Some
out.
people
No.
use it. Yeah, no. Some people use that word just, you know, as nothing.
Yeah. You saw
Yeah.
the thing that was going around. It was a class. It was a class where the teacher was teaching some little children about the genitals of boys and girls. You must have seen that one. And the miss was saying, this is the genital of the little boy, and she called the name of the little
Oh.
boy's genitals. And then she said, this is the name of the genital of the little girl. And she called it the name of the little girl genitals. And then the little girl
Right.
can't get the name of the little girl genitals, you know, because she don't hear them. There's a pretty word they affair yard. So she depend. Oh, wait there. No, this is the CROT1 JEAC.
The walking stick.
Yes, the one where red with matches. We say, boy, guy, me not tell a lie. You go pick the one beat this thing, you know, proper beat.
Yeah, man. But I want him here. It's why him here.
Oh, yeah. It's a boy or it's a girl? It's so
Sound
like,
like a little boy.
and you know, to me, it's so like
To me, I'm not sure.
But can you imagine how much time she hears say, go on Rere, you're Rere. You think Mama go say go and watch the other word with the teacher at about? No, sir. Anyway, we are advised that we have to discontinue this conversation immediately for a commercial break. Lord, oh. So we're going to take a break. So we have as our very special guest none other than Nadine Sutherland. Want to say thank you very much for joining us on the bridge, my sister Nadine. Good afternoon.
Elise, thank you for having me. And thank you for reaching out to me. And thank you for always supporting women. I have to say that. Big up yourself, Sister Elise, and always supporting me too.
Thank you very much, my sister Nadine. You know, for the listeners who have just joined us, Nadine actually was on a short list of mine when we were celebrating Queens in Reggae in February. But she had this CD coming out and she didn't want to disturb the momentum. So I respected the fact, but I just want our listeners to know that Nadine Sutherland was definitely on my list in February to honor the Queens in Reggae. Yes, you
and
were.
And I so respect that you respected what I said to you. And, I so respect that you actually waited on me. I want everybody to know the respect of this woman. She actually waited. I spoke to her and I said, Elise, I have a new song coming out. I really want the momentum on it, but I don't want to do anything before. And you respected it and you lived up to your word because you said, okay, when I wrote to you, you're like, let's get it done. Thank you so very much.
You're most welcome. But, we're talking to a queen that is just so respectful and so beautiful. By the way, we're streaming live to the Tri-State, and I have online my co-host, who is Beauregard. So he's also here, and he's going to be asking questions of
Big up.
Good afternoon, Queen Nadine.
Area. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Beautiful. So let me shoot first. Nadine, I think about you so often. And, I think about the opportunities that you've been given. I think about just the natural way that creation has a way of just bigging you up. Just naturally just take you and just big you up without you even asking. And, and there's so much that people don't know. So let me start about this. What was life like as a young teenager attending St. Andrew High School, performing and winning the 1979 Tasty Talent Contest, and actually beating Yellow Man? What kind of... No, what was that feeling like?
Everybody, I to reflect on it, Elise, it wasn't a feeling because singing was such a natural thing for me. So when I look back at it, I wasn't hype. I remember, though, I fasted and I prayed to win the grand finals. I remember that distinctly. I was like, I remember the day when, I used to go past to New Testament Church of God with Miss Daisy and them say fasting and praying. I fasted and I prayed, and God answered my question and I won.
Oh, my God.
I wasn't hype or whatsoever because I was always singing. Yeah. I said, my father, I made a statement, and my father affirmed it. Music chose me.
Yes. As you talk about your father, I remember you were younger than I was, right? But I remember being a big enough girl when you were a little girl, right? And I remember your parents so very well. I remember that dad of yours would not leave you an inch. And I think,
praise the Lord.
And I'm thinking to myself, Daddy, see what next one are you there?
Praise the Lord. He never left me an inch. Yes. And I'm so thankful for that. No.
Yes.
On reflection, sometimes, you're like, you want a little bit more freedom, but on reflection, I am happy that happened. Absolutely. The reason being is that the level of sexual assault and rape that was, that can be in the industry and pedophilia, because as a little girl, and I remember some eyes were on me.
Yes. So
you have predators who were pedophiles. And thank God, we never have the rest of the last I wait upon them, see. What happened to me?
It was just such a beautiful sight because here were you. I never forgot you, this little hazel-eyed princess. And I'm thinking to myself, thank God she have that daddy and mommy.
Yeah, man. And mommy too.
Yes.
And it's the funniest thing. Me and mommy and daddy still par. at this age and stage. Somebody,
Nice, nice,
somebody
nice.
say nobody not come to you because you have your mother upon the right and your father upon the left hand because
Yeah,
every
man.
show that is your posse, that is your crew,
Yeah,
that
man.
is your crew.
Yeah,
Me and
man.
my mother, my father.
Yeah, man. And it was very necessary. You had a brother too, right?
Yeah, I have brothers and I have sisters.
Right, all right. But I
Yeah.
just remember that family, that closely knit family. And I remember that gentleman, he used to drive a taxi at the time. And I
Mhm.
remember him would not let up an inch.
Shouldn't, and I'm glad that he didn't, and I appreciate him so much. And I think he's listening because I told him this morning that I coming on Sister Elise. I'm gonna say them a listen now up above rock. Big up on yourself, Father, son, and Mama, baby.
Nice, beautiful. Your time, Beauregard.
Now, Queen Nadine, was that the first time you entered the Tasties contest, and what happened for you after winning?
The first time I entered, I won. I mean, you had the
Okay.
semifinals or the quarterfinals in the July. So I entered that one, and when you win or you come in the top three, you get to the finals. So it's the first time I entered. I had the
Mhm.
first place winner. Got a year supply of patty. The tasty people that might listen to this, because I know me couldn't eat off the patty. Me can't, my friend, them I taste it. And we can't eat off the patty. I know around after 1 month you get patty Clyde. You I'm
So,
around nine
so
months
yeah.
of patty where me not eat yet. And was first place winner was a recording contract with Tough Gang Records, and that started me off. My first song, "Starvation on the Land."
Right. One of
So
this.
after
You go ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. You know, go ahead.
So after getting that recording contract with Tough Gang, you were able to meet Bob Marley at that time.
I met him. I was just one of his projects, and he was extremely hands-on in allowing me to, record. It was his project. Bob Marley was a very benevolent, kind person, and from what I heard, he
Mhm.
really remembered how he started. And the wheeling whalers, hello, them wheel a lot with them. Some of them teaching producer them. I know hard it was for their studio gate to bleach and all of that. And he said to himself he wanted to make life better for younger artists. I benefited from that.
Beautiful.
He was
Mm.
there in my first recording. I always think about him standing there, and he just allowed his machinery to help me to be where I am today.
For those listening and
Nice.
listening on this conversation and hearing the question that Beauregard asked, Nadine Sutherland in her early career was nurtured by Bob Marley and was the first artist signed by Bob Marley himself to his Tough Gang label, and that is such an honor.
I can't say he was hands on in the nurturing because he was always flying out, but he used his machinery to nurture me. Him
Okay.
set it up and him using machinery because soon after I signed and Starvation and a young one like me, Bob Marley transitioned. But he was always around and knew what was happening where I was concerned. My first studio session, he was there. He was speaking to everybody and, behind the scenes, making sure that I rehearsed with Sangi, that the song was written for, Starvation was written, that the studio was prepared. He basically was instrumental in that. But in terms of personally dealing with me, I never had much dealing with him, but he was dealing behind the scene to make sure everything was going into the right direction where my career was concerned.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. I remember you taking a lot of pictures with the Melody Makers. You were always around them.
Yeah, well, I grew up with a part of my years. I basically grew up with the Melody Makers, not in the same house, but we were at Tough Gang together. We were kids together. We played together. We go, I go up to them house and stay with them. When them come country, them go river, I was with them. So we were a lot of my young years until I was like a late teen was with them. Spent a lot of time with Fidela, Ziggy, Steven, Sharon, and Stephanie was a baby then, but we never, she wasn't a part of the Melody Makers and anything. But we spent a lot of time together
I remember
with Mrs.
that.
Marley too. And Mrs. Marley, I have to big her up. In my video, Queen, she's one of the queens that I celebrate because I
Beautiful.
can't forget that Mrs. Marley kept me as a pick me. Those who want to turn me big man and force right before me age. Not Rita and not a Rita Marley. What?
Yeah, nice, beautiful. Okay, Borian.
Now, Nadine Sutherland, the other day you celebrated a birthday. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes,
Alright.
and on your birthday, I played a song here on Irie Jam Radio, and I want to play a few seconds out of this song before I ask you a question.
Sure.
This song is dedicated to the children of the islands, who parents go far to make a better life. Mama, I hope to see you soon. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she walks away.
The song is called Ain't No Sunshine, and Sister Nadine, this song we call it a song for the barrel children. You know, people who parents
Yeah,
stay
man.
here and leave their kids
Yeah.
in the Caribbean. Many times kids are young, but the parents also have to take that opportunity to come here and do
Yeah,
that work
man.
so them can pop
I
the
was
barrel
I
to
was
send
one.
home.
My mother, yeah. You know, I did that song.
And some of us, some of us,
Was.
you know, we had it reversed. Some of us might have came here before our mom did, you know, but yeah, we kept
Yeah.
in touch through phone calls. And back in them times when I came here in the late 80s, you know, you never have video phone where you can look at your mom's face, so we couldn't get the smile. But today we have technology, but what's missing is that physical contact between a child and their mom. Share with us the feeling that went into singing this song.
The feeling was my feeling, and I really realized that a lot of people would have identified with it. My mother left my life, our life, when I was a 12-year-old girl, just starting in the music industry. That's why a lot of people, when they said "daddy" a lot around me, didn't understand that my mother was, left for the States, just like a lot of Caribbean people wanting a better life for your picnic. When I sang the song in the studio, it was Salam Studio, and you had some other Caribbean nationals. Almost everybody was floored with going back into that kind of pain when your mother leave you, some father leave them, and it just how the alienation that you feel, you're just the sadness that you feel that, a part of you because it's your mother, or it can be your father. I mean, so some big man, and them just like pouring out them heart. So I when I sang that song, I wanted people in the diaspora anywhere in the world, and it's not only a Jamaican story or Caribbean story; it's a worldwide story. Because people from Europe have to leave them picnic and come America. People from Latin America, everywhere in the world, and in every different country, these situations happen that your mother, your father leave, hoping for a better life, or your parents leave, or your guardian, and the pain that it brings, and all those feelings. And I just put it in the song, and it was just my gift to us as barrel children, us
Beautiful.
in our
Even
immigration
the-
story.
Beautiful.
Even the separation we see happening with a lot of children and their parents at various borders around the world, even what's going on in
Ukraine right now. Ukraine right
Yeah.
now. I mean, you think about it, and I wanted this song for us because I am in that narrative, and I pray that somebody in the Ukraine will hear it and shed 2 tears and process some emotion and go inside into how it made you feel. And I'm sure if some people who have some dysfunctional behaviors, I know that this is a fact. Some of the stuff why they're dysfunctional is situations like this,
Yes.
but they're not able to articulate it, and that's why music is so profound, and that's why music is so important because them listen to this. I'm jokingly say shed 2 tears, but at least it can make you go inside and say these are the emotions that I felt.
Yes.
Because I think the first step in healing is acknowledging how you feel inside.
Abandonment trauma.
Abandonment issues and trauma.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you see it even reflected sometimes. We see some of the youth them in the garrison, mother not dead.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Even around, I've seen kids fall apart when those situations happen and never come back mentally.
And you know
I've
something,
seen
Nadine?
family broke up.
You know something? it is such a way of life that the average person does not even see it as traumatic necessarily. They
No,
just see it as a way of life. And as you said, it affects our behavior in so many ways.
so many ways.
Anyway, let's move on. Penthouse
Yeah.
Studios. Producer Donovan Jermaine, 1993. Action with Terror Fabulous. The hit that
No man, that's Dave Kelly. Action is Dave Kelly.
is Dave
Mado.
Kelly.
Yeah, man.
You know me, I read the wrong book there.
No, but I know somewhere along the line somebody writes it somewhere. And I'm trying to correct it and I want to correct it because
Oh,
they're
you
like,
see it.
yeah, man, it's enough time. I mean, I know how to correct it. It is in the stratosphere.
Take us back to that moment. Yeah, with
Well, I went to England to audition for Soul to Soul and I got the part. I'm gonna have to start with a trajectory. No, some virgin people come to Jamaica and they liked me and felt that I was star material and invited me, told me about the opportunity of auditioning for Soul to Soul and I went, got the part. Don Taylor, he had Erskine Thompson. Erskine was managing me. Don Taylor was managing Jazzy B. Now, Mr. them hate each other, Elise. Hatation. Hateration, if I word name so. They hate each other. So Erskine said, go and do some demos in Jamaica. At that time, Shabba was, doing this thing in the world. I think Super Cats and him said, you know what, the music is more accepted now and go and do some audition. Our action was actually an audition because Erskine now was working with Janet Davidson and Janet Davidson was working with Dave Kelly. Me say when I go voice action, you think anybody could have danced like me? Terror Fabulous and Dave Kelly start laughing because I Peter Mad can't. What? Them laugh off on me. Then no one see them know me say that's why the song survives because we did a dance. So.
None of those dances are in the video?
No, when it reached the video stage, no. No, man, when it reached the video stage, no, I deliberately, because I have a dance background, and I'm glad we're talking about the video stage, so I can bring up Karen Mason, like Peace and Progress to her spirit. She transitioned 2 days ago.
Oh, she did. Oh, sorry to hear that. I know she was transitioning.
Yeah, man, she transitioned, so she was really responsible for the marketing at East West Record. She knew I had a dance background. She knew I was a dancer. If you know me, you know I do ballet, you know I do everything, come and obsessed with dancing. Everybody say the bashment, dancehall dance. If you really know me, you know say I was passionate about dancing. So she gave me the job. She was like, Nadine, get the dancing together. So what I did, I went check a girl from downtown who know the dance, what was popular in the dance hall. Mm-hmm. And she taught me the world of dance, and there's a dance in it where we never put in because it was too hard on the knee. So you jump up on your knee, and she teach me some of the dancehall dance moves. Then I said, okay, I'm going to get a choreographed, modern dance, African, everything that Jamaican dance represented. So me and a youth named Kofi Walker now decided, no, me first, pick all of the girl them where you see in that video. Okay. And the reason why you see a rainbow of women, I wanted a representation of Caribbean women.
Right.
So you see dark-skinned sister, light-skinned sister, middle range sister. I wanted that to be represented.
Right.
Beautiful. And I wanted the woman to be dressed sexily, but not risque. I never wanted to be vulgar. Mm-hmm. So Kofi and I put the dancing together. More Kofi, put the dancing thing, and then the video became so iconic. It's the first time I think you're seeing a choreographed dance set.
Mm-hmm. Who wrote
popular
action?
Culture in Jamaica?
Who wrote the
Dave
lyrics?
Kelly, Dave Kelly. Dave Kelly.
Dave was writing a lot of hits them times.
Yeah, definitely. Sister Nadine, we also saw in 2020 where you flipped the lyrics to this song in where you were a vocal supporter in the elections for Miss Kamala Harris, the current vice president. How do you feel about her victory, and what does it mean to you?
A victory to me represented a victory for women, first and foremost, first time, but more than anything else, somebody from Caribbean descent. A lot of people say she don't acknowledge her Caribbean descent. I'm in total disagreement with that. When my little niece them know we live a foreign, because you know, so me's a diaspora immigrant woman. I have tons of nieces where I grew up right just now in America. When them look upon Camilla, they will see the possibilities of where they can be.
Absolutely.
And that was important to me as a woman of Caribbean descent. And having nieces who are not who you call the mother and my sister and them brother are them are my brother children. And they went to America and they are of Caribbean descent because they lump them now into Caribbean American, and they can see someone who look like them and they can say, oh, she's Caribbean, and them can aspire. My little niece now want to go to Howard University because of Camilla.
Well, there you go.
That's what I say, but some people don't look at some of these things and them look at some foolishness, but them not understand. Representation means a lot.
Yes.
It means a lot for a generation looking on, because it can take your self-esteem to a level.
The domino effect. Yes, absolutely.
And a fool one moment in time. It's not a one moment in time, you know.
True.
Look at what Barack Obama did for black men. Missing no black man. I got touch some kind right there. So more faithful to them women because of Barack Obama.
You think so? Do you think so? You really think so?
Yes.
Good.
I really think so. And big up them queen like how him big up seeing black queen. No, I really think that there's a not 100% Sister Elise. But
but influence.
Definitely, Mr. Black man actually big up them queen more, because Barack Obama was a great example of how for treat a wife good.
Look here now, this action song, right? Action. You know, I call that song The Gift That Keeps On Giving. Because, my goodness, I mean, when you did that song, I'm sure you did not know that decades later, you would still be called on and that song in the dance hall. And, you don't play it? Apart from that?
I tell you, Elise, I love the dub plate, you know, because guess what? Everybody I me off as a nice, beautiful, meditating, spiritual woman. When I go out to kill some boy, oh my God, it feels nice to see.
So what then?
Something come out and get up, kill some boy. Love it.
But you know something that I thought about when Kamala mentioned you in her book. I'm thinking to myself, knowing Nadine is just having so much fun doing this dub plate. And did you even expect that? I know you didn't.
What happened in that book that I was even mentioned, and I'm very, very proud to be inscribed as a part of her history. I had no idea. I did the dub plate, and I knew the space that I was coming from. Those who asked me to do it, they warned me. They told me that it was going to be political, and I'm like, it was more to me a statement saying to my nephew, I want you to walk in America free without police harassment. And for my nieces, I had no idea that anybody was watching me and seeing me. I was just doing it and feeling happy, although sometimes some of them trace me off, some Jamaicans trace me off. I never really think about that. I was thinking about my nieces and my nephew more than anything else, and mobilizing the Caribbean community into voting for stuff that I felt that would have been better for us.
Right.
And that was just something that, when we say it lit me left field, it lit me left field.
I believe you. But
I am very proud. I'm very proud of that fact.
All right, it's 12:51, and I don't want this interview to close without us talking about that song, Queen. So let us talk a little bit about it. Richie, you have it lined up there. I sent it to Vaughn, Queen, Nadine's song. So if them don't have it lined up, Nadine, thank God you can sing. So let's so let's talk a little bit about the song and who produced it, who wrote it, and that kind of thing.
Okay, I didn't hear the question clearly because some beep came in, but I think I hear it, so I'm gonna answer with what I think you said. Queen was written, produced, executive produced by me. Marcy came to me, was it last year? We're always talking about doing a song together. And she's like, Nadine, write the song. I wrote the song. thinking that she and I would have sung it. She got busy, cause Miss Queen have to be all around the world and busy, busy, busy. She's a queen of reggae,
Yes.
and she just like so she never really had the time. So the song was there, and like the song, I said, "You can't do this to me, You can't do this to me." So I took it upon myself. I said, "You know what? I've never ever done anything like this," and I felt challenged. And I said, never produce, sing the song, and do it all by myself. So I called Donovan German, who was so gracious and kind, like, Nadine, come. And I just called all of the musicians, and I just did the session. I knew exactly where I wanted to go. I was like, listen, me, I got to do this the way me want it.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I got to write, produce. This is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted, the song basically speaks about the struggles of women and people not understanding the work that goes into success, the doubt, the fears, but to rise, And it for me, when people think about queen, think about like a woman on her throne. I think every woman will work hard and accomplish something is a woman on her throne.
Yeah.
A woman where their coronation market and save her money and buy her house, support more is a woman on her throne.
Absolutely.
A woman will grow her picnic through, hey, listen, some woman grow picnic, in a garrison, them turn out to be doctor, and
Absolutely.
the struggles of that woman,
Yeah, man.
Kelly and Fraser, mother is a queen.
Yeah, man. You know what this reminds me of, Nadine? Your song Overworked and Underpaid.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Overwork and underpay says that too.
Mm-hmm.
A woman, I want to touch upon a corporate executive also, which there's so many glass ceilings that some women cannot break, and then one just break. The woman know who them are discuss with the Supreme Court in America. She's a queen because me know she shall get the position as what do you call it? The highest court in the land.
The Supreme Court.
Exactly.
Court justice, yes.
So I'm watching it and I'm like, that's your song. Kamala is a queen. Queen Elise. Rita Marley is a queen. Pat Chin is a queen. Babsy Grange is a queen. Portia Simpson. All those women who have worked hard. So it's just like telling our stories. I probably am the storyteller, and it can be regarded as autobiographical.
Okay.
But it's a story of almost every woman.
All right. We have only 5 minutes to go. And I don't want this interview to end without you giving us a piece of that. We're actually looking for it here now. But we sent it to Vaughn, but Vaughn can't find it.
I would love to sing.
No, that's not true. Vaughn said, I didn't get it.
No.
So look here, that's fine because it gives you a chance to sing it. So let's take a little bit of your new song, a cappella.
Good. Queen, they now see your crown. They don't know half what went down. You earned every diamond on your head. Sometimes it got dread. Queen, how many times they made you doubt what you are all about. Made you second guess to think you're less. Still it gave it your best. Queen, the tears you cried in the midnight hour. See if you can find any more power. And some said it was easy. Oh, Queen, through the years you held your pride. Found a secret place inside. Like the lioness you are, you rose. Oh,
Absolutely beautiful. Can I tell you something, Nadine? As I listen to you singing, I think to myself, who best to sing for the queens but a queen?
Yeah.
Truly, you're truly a queen. And what happened is that I sent the song to Vaughn, but I didn't send the attachment. So we're going to actually close off with the song now. What kind of rhythm it has behind it?
It's a straight reggae rhythm, beautiful reggae rhythm with chord changes and everything. I was going to do it my way with singing, whole note, yes, emotion. I was going to do it. I was going to. I felt the song needed everything that was on it for it to resonate and connect. And also, people, the video is going to premiere on VP's YouTube page tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Jamaican time. So please, people, the video is beautiful. I would really, please honor me by watching.
Oh, trust me, we will. And we're going to play it. Actually, we're going to play it here now. And this is how we're going to seal off. But Nadine, you make sure that you are on that list of queens that you've been singing for other queens, because you're our queen. And continue to just be that, a royal queen.
God bless you, Elise. Queen Elise.
Most welcome.
Yeah, man.
My sister Nadine. Absolutely beautiful. Beauregard, you listening?
Yes, Mama Kelly, what a wonderful woman.
Oh my goodness, absolutely beautiful. And you know, this business, we have so many mentors, we have so many beautiful sisters. And you know, she mentioned Marcia, and we could go on. And you know, beautiful, absolutely talented, and yet still so humble. What a legacy.
Well, you know, this month we're celebrating women, and you yourself is a queen, Mama Kelly. Big up to Queen Nadine. And to all the women out there, bless up yourselves, and all the mothers out there especially, you're definitely queens. Big up yourselves out there.
Thank you so very much, Beauregard, and bless up all the queens in your life. And we just want to say enough respect to the listeners of the Irie Jam Radio and the viewers. Always a pleasure sharing this space with you. And Beauregard, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, Mama Kelly.
All right.